Today in my tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do a ribbon edge veil. This veil is versatile and easy to do, and you can do this easily for under $20. All your supplies will be in the description below, so let's get started. And if you want to learn how to cut your veil, I have a tutorial about the cut edge veil, and that is the same technique I use to cut all of my veils. And this is basically a veil that is a 72-inch width with a 42-inch length. I'm going to take my already ironed veil and I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. And I put this little tab here so that you can kind of see that I do a seam allowance on the edge of my veil. And the reason for that is my process for doing this so that this ribbon lays flat and doesn't ripple all over the place is I sew both sides of the ribbon and then I cut this seam allowance off. And what that does is it creates a nice flat edge on your veil edge. I mean, you could go all the way to the edge and just kind of let this float around, but I find that that does not lay right. It kind of just bubbles and it doesn't look right. We want it to lay as flat as possible. We're going to do that with a 3 length stitch, and it's a straight stitch. I'm going to move my needle position all the way to the left side, and I'm going to anchor that first stitch. This side is going to be the most difficult to do, and I just want you to watch as I'm going along. There are many things that I want you to observe. First, I hold my ribbon in a letter S, and I gently hold the netting here. I never pull the netting, I never push the netting. It's a gentle touch, and I never do too big of a touch here. It's more just kind of floating it down as I go. So going as close to the edge as you can possibly get. And once I get a little bit, I'll show you what that looks like. And there is that lovely edge all gussied up. And I have a nice needle in there. That's a standard universal needle. And I'm just going to keep going all the way around the veil. And as you get to the curve, you want to take your time and go slow around the curve. All right, I'm going to see you at the other end. All right, I'm at the end and I lock that last stitch. And now we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Now that's the easiest side is the other side, so that'll go really quickly. And now with the same technique with the needle in the right position, I'm now going to go all the way down this side. And I didn't tell you, but I do use my walking foot. I find that that helps things move along and it doesn't get as jammed up. I don't usually have jamming issues when I do have a ribbon because it's a nice thick surface for it to sew into, but just so you know, in all my veils I do use the walking foot. Okay, so I'm going to lock that first stitch. Oop. And we got ourselves a snagger. I find that the very first, I can almost always get a little issue. I don't know if it's because it's right at the end. I've never really kind of figured it out. So I try to go as slow as possible on that first one. Once I know it's in and I'm moving forward slowly, I don't take off yet, and then I'm ready to go. All right, I'm going to go all the way down this side. I'll show you a little bit here in a sec. And that is a nice flat ribbon edge, and it just is going to lay really nice and clean on the veil that's sewed both sides. Now I'm going to continue forward and then I will meet you on the other end. We are done and it is ready to trim off that seam allowance, and I'm going to meet you over at the table. And this is the fun part. This is when you play an audible or your music or call a friend because it's kind of mindless. And what you're going to do is, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to start at the other end. I'll work this direction. So if you're left-handed, you can do the opposite. And what you're doing is I'm holding the netting. I'm not cramming the netting in my hand here. I'm holding it kind of loosely. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut off that little allowance there. And you're going to get a pair of scissors that you feel very comfortable in. I find these work the best for me. If I do like scissors like this guy, I don't have as much control. This gives me control in the hand, almost like an extension of my hand. And so I use these fun little things I don't even know I'm doing until I'm doing it and explaining it. My finger down here becomes a base for that. And I think what is happening is my finger is kind of like the eyes underneath. And I'm holding that, and so that so the scissors are resting on that, and then I cut. And so it's just a matter of feeling. We definitely practice. And the same technique works on an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/4 of an inch, an inch. Whatever ribbon you choose to do. I recommend that you do a little thicker to start, but you can do it on an 1/8 of an inch. It does work. You're going to use a finer needle though. All right, so we're just creating a little clean cut edge. This can take about 15 minutes depending on the size of your veil. I just recently did a cathedral with a blusher and a center gather, and the whole thing had a 3/8 of an inch ribbon on. It was so pretty, but it took me a few minutes to do that one. If you ever nick the ribbon, it's not an issue. What I do is I put a dab of glue right on the neck, and then I just kind of gently put it down, and it's like a fray check. It works great. That's it for now. It's a pretty easy ribbon edge to do, isn't it? And now, if you want to learn how to gather this and put it on a comb, check out this tutorial. And don't forget to subscribe, because when you subscribe, I grow. And when I grow, I get to make you more tutorials. Thanks for watching.